Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Troy High School to bring you high school volleyball tournament action where the Cincinnati Country Day Indians take on the Fort Loramie Redskins in the district finals. Today's game is brought to you by these sponsors: American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Cross Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Supply Gem, Precision Strip, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Bowers TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwieterman Incorporated, Heritage Works, and Kogi Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning, our fine sponsors here today. Welcome to Troy High School. Getting ready for district final action between the Country Day Indians and the Fort Loramie Redskins, along with Jeff Henson. I'm Dave Kanapke. Jeff, Country Day Indians from the Miami Valley Conference. They're in the gray division. They went undefeated in their league, 10-0, 15-6 overall. They're a very streaky team as they come in here with a 9-game winning streak.
Yeah, they started off the season, Dave, with 5 straight wins and then lost 6 of 7 in the middle of their campaign and have got it turned around right when they needed to. The end of the season, they won 9 straight matches and have done so pretty convincingly as they've dominated their opponents and basically winning all of those 9 except for 1 in straight sets. So they've been a good rhythm for the Indians of Cincinnati Country Day. Said they won their division, the Miami Valley Conference, the gray division, 10-0. So they're going to have their hands full with a very good Fort Loramie team. But right now, the Country Day Indians have been playing pretty good volleyball versus their opponents.
They're coached by Heather Recker in her 4th year. As you mentioned, Jeff, the Fort Loramie Redskins having a very dominant season, 23-2, undefeated in the Shelby County League, number 5 ranked team in the state.
Well-deserved honor there. They've been dominating their competition. Their only losses have come to number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in the state of Ohio, Division 4, St. Henry and also New Bremen. So they've taken care of business. They've like you said, undefeated in Shelby County League. They've won a lot of their matches in straight sets. I believe their overall record in Shelby County League is 71, or they've won 71 and only lost 9 sets.
Yeah, overall in the whole season.
Overall, 9 sets they've only lost. So they've been playing well and being the number 1 seed in the Southwest District area. They've been given the good fortune, if you will, of playing the lower seeds and they've taken advantage of it. So they need to make sure they regain their composure here as the competition stiffens up a bit. District
final action here. Fort Loramie and Country Day will be back with the starting lineups when we return on NKTelco Sports.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a 3rd-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Welcome back here to the district finals here at Troy. So you're getting ready for the starting lineups. They're going to be announcing full teams in numerical order. They're announcing the Country Day Indians, their starting lineup, as you see there. Brought to you by American Trim. The libero, Liz Brock. Middle hitter is Alexis Bailey. Outside hitter, number 5, Julia Recker. Grace Nowak is the outside hitter. Number 7, Catherine Kreidler. Daisy McLean. Cameron Jordan. Their head coach is Heather Recker. Now as they introduce the Fort Loramie Redskins, again, they're going in numerical order. The starting lineups here, again, by American Trim. Ava Scholtes, sophomore outside hitter, number 2. Number 5, right side hitter, sophomore Jada Drees. Number 6, middle hitter, Mackenzie Holster, the player of the year in the Shelby County League. Number 13, Maya Mauer, setter. She was 1st team Shelby County League. Number 15, Alyssa Raspin, a middle hitter. Number 22, Marissa Myring, outside hitter, and then the libero is Macy Imwally. Jeff, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First, we'll start with the visiting team, the Country Day Indians.
Well, first for them, they need to stay in the system as best they can. Need to make sure that they receive the serve and get it to their setter and try to get their offense as routine as they can. And secondly, the coaches have really been impressed with their character they've had throughout the season. They're coachable, they listen well, they're dedicated to getting better, and she's hoping that those characteristic traits they've developed this season will help them against a very good stiff competition today against the Fort Loramie Redskins. And for the Redskins, they want to serve, or I'm sorry, they want to stay in good tempo and speed. Again, that's going to be playing fast, serve, also stay with that tempo and speed as serve aggressively and block and get into the system as well on their side, make it difficult for CCD to get any good attacks against them, and stay positive. Have a good attitude throughout. If things don't go perfect, don't get down to the higher seed today. The target's on their back, do the best they can to keep a good outlook on the match.
That are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. So we're getting ready to start here. District final. Winner of this game will advance to the Northmont Regional next Thursday, the 31st. That's Fort Loramie will start us off. The libero, Macy Imwally, start us off for the number 1 seeded Redskins. There's a hit in the middle and a kill for Daisy McLean.
8 was in the net, though, so her follow-through will be a hitting error. I saw the net bounce, and the down judge marked that on her follow-through, she struck the net.
So break for Fort Loramie.
Imwally, a very good server on the season at 93% accuracy. She has 29 service aces coming into the match.
Jordan's the setter. Left a free ball across by Brock. Maya will set Holscher, and that'll fall. Mackenzie Holscher with a kill.
Nice rhythm, Dave. We talk about being quick and in tempo. The ball was quickly to the setter, and the slide offense worked for Holscher.
2-0 Fort Loramie on our first National Bank scoreboard. There's an overpass put away by Holscher.
Back-to-back kills for Mackenzie Holscher. That one just timed it well. Dave saw the pass coming. Have to be careful you don't break the plane too soon. She waits till the ball crosses the line, if you will, and put it down for her second kill.
And Wally serving again. Jordan will be called on the left. And a 4-0 lead for the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Quick start for them and tough for the Indians of Country Day. This is what they did not need to find themselves in and make it 5.
There's an ace by Imwally. So a timeout on the floor by the Country Day Indians. We'll step aside. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Welcome back here, district finals at Troy High School. Right now it's been all Fort Loramie as they have a 5-0 lead here on our first National Bank scoreboard.
Well, they've done it various ways. They've got a couple of kills from Holscher. They have a service ace, and they've also been awarded a couple points on a hitting error and a ball handling error committed against Cincinnati Country Day. So quick timeout for Coach Recker. Her team needs to get a stop here as they quickly dug themselves a hole of 5-0.
And Wally serves it across. Have to free ball it across, hit there by Jordan. Will set it to Myring. Dug there by Brock. Jordan will set McLean. Dug in the back row. Back set there, but hit by Drees on the Country Day side. They'll hit it from the back row. That's Recker. Imwally with the dig. Holscher puts it away. Mackenzie Holscher with the kill.
Good volley there by both teams. Fort Loramie seemed to be on the aggressor of that volley, and they finish it with another kill from Mackenzie Holscher. That's her third. She averages 4.4 kills per set. A very impressive .431 hitting percentage for the senior number 6.
Go in the middle there, McLean with the hit. Dug in the back row. They'll go to Myring off the blockers. Callmeyer with the save. McLean again, dug by Imwally. Maurer, Holscher again with the point.
Well set volleyball by Maya Maurer, and Holscher at 6 feet can easily do what she wants to up, when the ball is right in her wheelhouse. Good finish and a very impressive run here, start for the Redskins of Fort Loramie.
Maurer and Holscher both on the first team in the Shelby County Athletic League. Holscher named Player of the Year. Hit by McLean.
How tall do you think McLean is?
And that will fall as Myring. McLean looks pretty tall. You see Holscher, who I think is close to 6 foot. McLean might be 6'1", maybe 6'2".
Yeah, she might be a little bit taller, but right now Fort Loramie's been able to work it around her and also pick up her attacks as well. That first attack from someone other than Holscher comes from number 22, Marissa Myring. Marissa averaging just under 2 kills per set.
That'll be a hit from the back row, and some confusion there. Another break, and now a 9-0 lead for the Redskins. Fort Loramie has waltzed through their tournament trail so far. They beat Triad, Dayton Jefferson, and Troy Christian, all in 3 straight sets. Another point for the Redskins.
Second ace by Imwally. You mentioned yesterday, we talked to Coach Rogers beforehand. They've had some easy contests, and they have to kind of regroup and make sure they come out strong.
There's an ace by Imwally. They actually had a scrimmage this week against Troy Tip City to get used to. Those 2 teams are bigger schools, of course, and then also they're able to play in this gym, which is an advantage.
Yeah, a lot of good things going on there, trying to kind of ramp up for competition that's going to get more difficult, and able to save a scrimmage back. This is legal, and so did Troy, and I believe Tip City, you said. So they met here, got to play, and Coach Rogers also said they do some scrimmages here before the season, so they are pretty familiar with this venue. A very nice setup, good venue for a lot of activities, especially volleyball, high ceilings.
That time the timing a little bit off in the front row there between the setter and Holscher, so the side out will give it the first point to the Indians as Catherine Kreidler Jr. on this team will serve. They only have 1 senior on the team. That's the libero, Liz Brock. Maurer, back set to Dries. Jada with a nice hit for the kill.
Good swing from sophomore Jada Dries. Dave, really, you can tell when you catch it cleanly. It's a good sound on the attack, and the velocity was there. Jada averages 1.2 kills per set on her sophomore season.
Taylor Ratterman with the serve. In the middle, McLean with a hit. Dug with Imwally. Maurer to Myring. Dug by Brock. Set over a hit. Not able to get it across. It'll be a point for the Redskins.
Julia Recker, her first kill of the set. She averages 2.3. She is, I believe, the leading attacker on the Indian squad. She is again, 2.3 on the season per set, a 144 hitting percentage.
Valentin in to serve. Back set Holscher, and she hammers it on the slide play. You can see why she was Player of the Year in the Shelby County League.
Yeah, again, it's not new. We've seen her do this for the past couple years, and very athletic. Not only is she tall and lengthy, jumps well, and good arm swing. Tough to defend.
In the back row, out of bounds. And a point to the Redskins. Now serving for Fort Loramie, Ava Grudich in the lineup. Junior. 4 seniors on this team, a mix of upper class and lower class as it sails along. Myron will check back in the lineup.
That's a rare mistake for Grudich. She's 95% on the season, has played in 16 sets, is getting some tournament action today, and a rare miss for her.
Brock serve dug by Myring. All the way over, Ava Schultes with the kill.
Another strong hitter. As Holscher goes to the back row, Schultes slides up. Schultes a little bit shorter than Holscher, but again, good jumping ability. That helps a bunch so you can hit the ball downward. And a strong attack it was for Schultes, who averages just under 3 kills per set on her sophomore season.
Holscher with the serve across. Jordan will set, it'll be bumped, not made it over. Point for the Redskins as they are rolling here in the first set, 17-3.
They got off to an impressive 12-0 start. Really have not been challenged too much.
Redskins have won 10 matches in a row. They've won 24 sets in a row through tournament in the last part of the regular season. Get across there, Mihaela Shula, Sabrina Mihaela Shu with the kill.
Just
I
a
don't want to say
freshman.
her. Yeah, I don't want to say her name too many times.
Just call her Sabrina.
There you go. What is an important side out?
That's-
Julie Recker, sophomore, back to serve. Dug by Myring. Maurer will back or set it to Schultes. That is blocked back. Blocked there by Bailey. Alexa Bailey with the block and the point for the Indians.
The set drifted just a little bit too far, and Bailey able to time it well and put it back on the Fort Loramie side.
There's a bleeder off the top of the net. Messed up the timing there on the dig. So 3 points in a row here.
Well, Julie Recker records her first ace of the set, and long way to go, but consecutive serves for the Indians. That's the only way they're going to climb back into this, is to do just that. And this will help. Well, no one picked up the free ball, and that should not happen, you know, often, if at all. But Schultes will get credit for the kill for number 2, her second kill of the set.
Into the front row, Jada Dries. She'll be primarily right side there, with Rasmus the middle hitter and Schultes the outside hitter, as Maurer with the serve. From the back row there, that was Recker, now back on the Country Day side. Hit across, now dug by Myring. Do back set to Dries, dug by Brock. Nobody gets the second hit. Point to the Redskins.
Pretty good attacks here by both teams. Julia Recker had a hard-driven attack from the back row for the Indians. Fort Loramie responded with a couple, but they finished it off with Jada Dries' second kill of the set.
Maurer with the serve. That'll be 3-balled across. Imwally. Maurer. Looking from the back row, Myring, that will sail long.
Just misses the end line as Maurer took off from beyond the 10-foot mark. Just her second hitting error of the set. They do have a service error, does Fort Loramie, so 3 errors for the Redskins here in game 1.
Sabrina with the serve for the Indians. Hit by Dries, blocked back on the Loramie side. Raspin with a hit. In the middle, it's Bailey, Alexa Bailey with a kill.
The Indians getting much better offense here. If you take away that devastating, disastrous way to start game 1, they've battled back here. They've played better, getting some good attacks, being aggressive at the net.
Mihaela Shu with the serve. Myron will try again from the back row. This time, she's successful with a kill.
A good, strong attack from the senior out of the back row. She averages 2 kills per set, now has 2, and again, a couple hard attacks there from that. I won't say it unusual, but not as common as being in the front row, but hit from beyond the 10-foot line.
Schultes off the top of the net, I believe, but nonetheless, an ace.
Caught the tape, you mentioned earlier, when it catches the tape, that can really disrupt the timing.
Timeout on the floor by the Indians. We'll be right back. You're watching Tournament Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it Caring Without Limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports. We're in the first set of this district final, and it's ball in all Loramie as they lead 21-8 over Country Day.
It's a good start by the Redskins, 12-0, and they've kind of played even since that time. They do have now the 21-8 to lead, but have been in control throughout, have been attacking the ball pretty well and getting the ball in the system for their hitters to go to work.
Now we'll go over to Myring. That never made it across. Side out to the Indians. The Indians have won 9 matches in a row. They've won their 2 tournament games in 3 set over New Miami and also Cincinnati Christian to advance to this district. Hit by Dries through the blockers. Jada Dries with a strong hit.
A little layup attack approach there for Dries. And again, good timing and in rhythm. As you see here on the replay, a good effort, good set by Maurer, and a good finish by Dries.
Our replay is being brought to you by Winners Meats in Osgood, Ohio. There's a free ball to Loramie. Slide play. This time Brock able to dig it. Brock will have to free ball it across. Maurer in the middle, it's Dries. Indians are scrambling, able to get it across. There's Imwally, Maurer. Holscher from the right side, hammers it home.
Boy, a lot of movement there for the Redskins. I was watching Dries and Holscher, as you see on the replay, they were switching positions and kind of brought Dries out of the right front, switched her with Holscher, who allowed her to do the slide. So, you know, a lot of moving parts on that offense, and Maya Maurer, super job feeding the hitters, and Holscher records her 6th of the game to match her uniform number.
Maurer again, Holscher again from the right side, another kill, and just going on that point, you got to be very comfortable with the Dries and Holscher switching there. Very good chemistry between the people in the front row.
Yeah, they keep Holscher like in the middle, I think, to block, but when they come over on offense, then there's all sorts of movement, and you see them kind of touch each other to keep each other moving around so they don't run into each other, but it's been working.
Set point goes on an ace by Macy Imwally as Fort Loramie wins the first set 25-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard. The teams trade sides. We'll be back with the second set here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back to Grand Lakes House presentation of NKTelco Sports. First set in the books, all Loramie as they win 25-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
They took care of business, Dave, immediately. 12-0 lead. They never really looked back. Cincinnati Country Day did make a bit of a run. They got some momentum there, but finding themselves down big early did not help them. And the Redskins take care of business. Mackenzie Holscher, 7 kills in the set. Jada Dries with 3. Ava Schuldis and Marissa Myron with 2 apiece as they out-attack and out-kill, if you will, the Indians 14-3. Also, Loramie received 5 service aces compared to 1 ace for the Indians. And the lone block in the game, though, does belong to the Indians. A termination block by them, by Alexa Bailey. So the Redskins, in control right now and have done a very good job staying focused and not letting up.
The Indians will serve to start off this second set. Indians out of the Miami Valley Conference. They're in the Gray Division. They won that over, they were undefeated in their Gray Division, 10-0. We'll go through some of the teams as we go along here. But starting us off is Cameron Jordan, the setter for the Indians. We'll go Drees on the right side. Jordan will bump it over on the Loramie side. Maurer, there's a tip by Holscher. Jordan hit there by Recker. Set over to Myring, blocked back, and it goes off of Myring. So the first point goes to the Country Day Indians.
Nice tag team there between 12 and 8 as Sabrina and also McLean go up together for that termination block.
Jordan with the serve, Imwally with the dig. Bump set by Maurer from the back row. Ava Schultes with the kill.
Back row attack from Schultes. We saw Myring get a couple of them in the first set, so Fort Loramie's done some damage with traditional attacking. We've seen some slides to Holscher out of the right front, and we've also seen them use the back row attackers as well. So you never know maybe what to expect when you're on the defense, where the attack's coming from.
There's an ace by Taylor Ratterman, who just stepped into the lineup. Senior, one of 4 seniors on this Fort Loramie team.
97% server on the season. She's only missed 9 serves out of 326.
Wow, and then she has another ace. Fort Loramie as a team serves at a 91%. So.
And they average almost 4 aces per set. But yes, Ratterman, 97.2% coming in with 48 aces. Give her 50 now, a half a century with these two.
So by Ratterman, there's a rotation error against the Indians. Someone was in the wrong spot where they were supposed to be. That's the down official notices right away as they correct it. It's a 4-1 start for Fort Loramie. Brock will bump it across. Another free ball. The wraparound, and Holscher dominant on that play. It's always a tough play to defend, and someone as tall and as dominant as you can see the replay here.
It is. I think it's, I don't know why more teams don't try to do it unless it's a timing that's so critical. You have to have a good setter and an attacker that is athletic, can move, and make adjustments in the air. And they've got both those going with Maurer and Holscher. So, I mean, they do it so well, it looks easy. But Maurer records the kill there, but I think it's very difficult to stop if you're not really athletic on the other side of the net defending it.
The good hitters and the setters make it look easy.
Yeah, they do.
Definitely Fort Loramie has a lot good setter and a lot of good hitters on this team. As the setter Maurer able to get a kill, and then McLean is in the net for Country Day.
Yeah, those slides, I call them layup attacks because it looks like you're going up for a basketball layup, but to stop it, you have to be almost the same type of person on the other side of the net. You can kind of follow the ball, quick feet, get in position to block, go up, you know, and get your hands in the right spot to try to put some contact on it to try to slow it down or stuff block it.
Recker with a hit, dig by Imwally. There's a little bit of slide play, but Holscher this time does a dink, and it finds the floor.
Well, one of the few times probably there where Maurer's set maybe wasn't right on the tee where she could smoke it, but Holscher able to run it down, hang in the air, and the off-speed pitch, and take a slower swing or a lesser hit, if you will, get over the front row and knock it down before the second row.
Hit across. Time by Mihaela Shula, and Myring with a kill.
Her third of the match, her first of game number 2.
Timeout on the floor by Country Day. We'll keep it here. NKTelco's Sports brought to you by Grand Lake Health is brought to you by these sponsors: American Trim, First National Bank, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Schwiedeman Pharmacies, NK Supply Company, Wilson Health, Fowler's TV, Cy Schwiedeman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Our Keys to the Game was brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays sponsored by Winners Meats. Our player of the game will be sponsored by NKTelco. And on our Think First National Bank scoreboard, we're in the second set. Loramie won the first set easily. They're on their way in the second set as well.
Yeah, they've come out of the gates here, again, 9-1 lead. Opened up game number 1 with a 12-0 lead. They've been, in games like this, when you're dominating it, sometimes you get a little lax and you maybe will not concentrate, but they've really focused well here in game number 2. No mistakes, no hitting errors, no ball handling errors, no serving errors. Ratterman continues to serve.
A lot of serves and a lot of aces.
It's, a credit to them. Sometimes you just let your guard down a bit, but not so much here as Ratterman gets another ace.
This time she does it softly, trying to hit the middle spot. She has to dig it on the hit over. A rare free ball here by Fort Loramie, so chance for the Indians. They go to McLean, played by Ratterman. They go to the back set to Holscher. Mackenzie Holscher with another kill.
Yeah, I kind of lost sight of that. I was seeing what happened to Myron. She went down on the floor, and I didn't see how it happened, but she's up as you watch the replay again here with the attack from Holscher. But Myron, with a smile on her face, seems to be okay. Has a knee brace on, so she had some injuries last season or so ago, but okay now.
The bump falls to the floor there. I think it was McLean to hit it there. Daisy McLean, the sophomore middle blocker. She checks out.
McLean averages 2.2 kills a set for her team this season, her first of the game.
Only the senior on the team, Liz Brock, with the serve. Holscher back on it. You go back and forth now on the Redskin side. Wraparound play. This time the net got in the way. So probably the only time that hasn't resulted in a kill.
Yeah, it has worked up until that point. Just mishit it a bit. Their first error of game number 2 for the Redskins come with an 11-3 lead here in game number 2.
Brock with the serve. Hit across by Maurer. Nice job by Maya Maurer. She had a tough pass to her, and she made the most of it.
She is their setter in the 5-1 offense, but also averages 1 kill per set. That's her second of the game here in game number 2, so she can sense when it's time, and that time did a nice job taking care of business.
Time Schultes a little too aggressive there, tried to spike it, was into the net.
Again, you see the ball coming, and it's the best set you're probably going to have sometimes with no blocking, and just didn't wait long enough.
And that ball looks like a beach ball when you see that coming across, and an error there, but that'll turn it over side out. Julia Recker with the serve dug by Myring. Maurer, Holscher, dink. Covered there by the Indians, hit across in the second hit. Maurer, Schultes, dug by Myring. Brock. Recker off the tape and it falls.
I think maybe off some blockers from Fort Loramie. I think, watch here on the replay, as the back row attack from Julia Recker drops right in the middle of the Fort Loramie defense. Her first kill of set 1. She had 1 in game number 1.
Recker continues to serve. Imwally will hit it from the back row, and just a little bit too long. As the senior libero gave it a swing. She doesn't get many opportunities to swing. She does a lot of the dirty work with a lot of digs. Just a little too long there.
Mentioned just a few possessions ago, or serves ago, how Fort Loramie had not committed any errors. They now have 3 hitting errors, probably in the last 5 points, or 5 serves for Country Day, so that has allowed the Indians to come back a bit here, only down by 6 now.
Hit across by Nowak. There's Schultes, but now back by Jordan. Defense better by the Indians, but there's the wraparound play as Holscher gets a good angle on it for the point.
A great pickup by Jordan on the Schultes attack, but it came back over. Fort Loramie could go right back to work, Dave, reloading another strong attack to Holscher. And again, force will beat finesse, or force will also beat defense here in this case, as Indians did a good job but couldn't get an offensive attack on their side.
That one goes into the net. Jeff, you mentioned that as a layup. You kind of use the basketball reference. A lot of these players we see for Fort Loramie, we'll see on the basketball court in what should be a very good team as well.
They might get off to a little bit late start with basketball practice as they continue their volleyball run. As the girls' season practice started Friday.
There's another point. I'm sure basketball head coach Carla Siegel she's had that before. They've won state in 2014, often get to regional, and should be pretty well loaded with a believe, the whole team back, and there's an ace by Mackenzie Holscher.
Graduated no seniors from last year on the basketball team, so they'll have them back again, but also used to also getting her basketball athletes probably a little bit later in the season than most basketball teams because of Loramie's success in tournament. It's about like Marion local basketball and football. Those guys are always starting late in basketball.
That goes long. And the thing about volleyball, there's a little bit more of a break between volleyball and girls basketball than there is from football, boys football to boys basketball. You only get about 2 weeks there. And there's a one off the tape. Mackenzie Holscher, with all the kills she has, she's now adding up some aces.
2 aces both in this match, or this set. 11 kills on the afternoon for number 6.
Holscher dug by Brock. No one able to get the second one. And Holscher continued to dominate from the serving line.
It's important when you want to stay in system to get a good first touch. And if you have trouble doing that, you're going to have trouble against teams that serve aggressively. And that's what Fort Loramie is doing right now.
Mackenzie Holscher showing today why she's Player of the Year in the Shelby County League. As the junior, been dominant from hitting. As we have a break on the floor, we'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back here to Grand Lakes Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports. We're in the second set. Fort Loramie won the first set 25-9. Second set on the First National Bank scoreboard, they lead 20-6.
They've done so playing clean volleyball, very few mistakes. And again, mentioned that earlier, when you're the dominating team, and it's tough to maybe keep your guard up. They're doing very well today. Holscher, the junior hitter, has 11 kills on the afternoon, 4 service aces already. Her teammates who have been picking up the ball very well and letting their team get into the system, get into their offense, and Mauer's done a nice job distributing the ball around to the other attackers. Service there though by Holscher, gives the ball back to the Indians.
Indians first place in the Gray Division. They had a clock Monterrey, St. Bernard, New Miami. As there is a kill there by Alyssa Rassman. Also the other teams in there is Laughlin and North College Hill in the Gray Division. On the other side in the Scarlet Division, that was won by Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy. They were 10-0. The other teams in that division, Seven Hills, Summit Country Day, Miami Valley Christian, Norwood, and Cincinnati Christian. So that's the Miami Valley Conference that Country Day comes from. And there's a kill there by Grace Nowak.
Her first of the set, first of the night for the freshman.
Alexa Bailey back to serve. 15-6 Country Day Indians. Hit by Drees. Dug by the Indians. And there's Daisy McLean with the kill.
Her second kill of the night, both here in game number 2. And again, trying to get some little momentum going for the Indians of Country Day. Long way to go. Facing a very difficult opponent in the Redskins.
Alyssa Rassman did the wraparound with her that time.
Third kill for the senior, number 15. Her third kill of the set number 2. Gives her 3 total on the afternoon.
Into the front row, Marissa Myrie. Marissa was second team Shelby County League, and also back to serve Ava Scholtes. She was honorable mention Shelby County League, in addition to Maurer and Holscher getting first team honors. Hit from the back row by Recker, too long.
Pretty good swing by Recker, a sophomore, but just could not drop it in that 30-foot mark.
Substitution junior Grace Rose checks in the lineup. She's in the front row. Her coach John Rogers, in his 13th year, is an ace by Ava Scholtes. 13 years, they have made it to regionals 11 straight years in a row. So if they would make it here, that'd be 12 years in a row. Very impressive run. Right now they're at set point here in the second set. Imwally, Maurer, Rose, a little bit wide. Side out as the Indians survive that point as Catherine Kreidler will check into the lineup and will go in to serve. Kreidler Jr.
You mentioned 11 regionals in a row for Fort Loramie. I don't have the exact numbers, but maybe you do. So I know Jackson Center lost in their tournament run here in the sectional, so that broke a streak for them of, I think, consecutive streaks getting to districts.
Well, there's a nice save by Jordan. That's free balled across. Now to Imwally, to Maurer. Myring puts it away. 25-10, your final score here in our First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie with a 2-0 lead. As they switch sides, we'll switch out. We'll be back with the third set on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
District finals here at Troy High School, so far being dominated by Fort Loramie as they win the first 2 sets easily.
Second set, much like the first set, Dave, they out-attack the Indians of Cincinnati Country Day 12-4. 6 service errors in game number 2 compared to none for the Indians. And Fort Loramie yet to have a termination block, but have done so, really haven't needed it. Fort Loramie 11 aces on the afternoon so far, 26 kills, and have limited the Indians to just a total of 19 points so far in these first 2 sets.
Fort Loramie definitely the favorites coming in, but they have not let their foot off the gas pedal as they start out with a 1-0 lead.
And that's tough. They've had some of these games where the level of competition has been lesser than what they're used to playing, but have, again, kept it clean and crisp, and you don't want to pick up bad habits, if you will, and they've done so today very nicely. And
clean
again,
hit dug by Imwally.
Worked against Troy and Tip City as Schultes gets a back row attack, but had that scrimmage earlier in the week to help them prepare for this, just to try to keep them focused, because, again, not their fault who they play, but want to stay crisp and sharp as they progress here, and next step will do regionals for them.
McLean will bump it across. Schultes is there with a dig. Maurer with another set. Myring sails long. Side out to the Indians. Fort Loramie on the season 23-2. Their only 2 losses were to number 1 ranked St. Henry. That was in the opening Coldwater Spike-Off they played. They lost in 2 in that. They played 3 sets in that. Then lost to New Bremen back on September 21st in 4. They're 71-9 coming into this, and Holscher puts one away.
You talk about New Bremen and St. Henry. Those 2 teams just Thursday night won their respective district title, so now they unfortunately are going to have to play each other as you watch replay on Schultes. But St. Henry will have to play New Bremen now in the regional semifinal game.
As they both stay in the Northwest Regional, that's different. Last several years, one of those teams, usually they were in the same district and they would come down to the Southwest Regional, and a lot of times would run into Fort Loramie. I think Fort Loramie's been eliminated by New Bremen the last couple of years, so Fort Loramie will not have to play any MAC schools at regionals this year. There's a serve across by Ratterman. Brock will hit it across, a hitting error. We talked about Fort Loramie's success in volleyball, but all of their fall sports have had a lot of success.
Yeah, their golf team made it to state. The girls golf team, not so sure how they all went, but I know they had a good golfer, and Eva Bolin on there that was good this year as well, and their cross-country team doing well as well. So a lot of busy times here for the Fort Loramie athletics program in this fall season.
Yeah, last year the boys cross-country team won the state. The girls, I believe, were runners-up last year to Minster. Always a strong program. Coach Dennis Pranger, head coach of the boys, does a great job. As that one is blocked, as Myring hit in the block by Sabrina Mahala Shu with the block.
For Mahala Shu, her second block, I will try to say her last name. Sabrina is her first name, but she does have 2 blocks today.
There's quickly on the Indian side. Jordan hit there by Bailey, too strong. Side out into the game. Jaden Putoff, we can see her first action. Junior, we've seen her on the basketball court. Here her first action. She'll go in to serve with a 6-3 lead. Jump serve, there's Brock. Al Scholdes, Maurer, Holscher. Once again, that slide play, wraparound, layup, whatever you want to call it, has been effective for the Redskins.
Of her, what now is 13 kills for Holscher, probably 6 of them for sure have come in that layup. I think the official name is slide attack.
And there's an ace by Jaden Putoff, a nice serve.
That timing between Holscher and Maurer is a prerequisite to get that done, and they've cashed in very well. Obviously, they've spent some time working on that. It just doesn't happen overnight.
Served by Putoff.
Putoff's 57th ace serving this season, and she serves at 88%.
Pushed across there by Putoff. Recker blocked. Point, looked like it was Maurer and also Holscher on the double block.
Fort Loramie's first termination block of the match, and you're right, Dave, Maurer and Holscher combined, and Putoff, I said 56, now 57 aces on the season, continues to serve.
Putoff, serve across, free ball across. Maurer, this time to Scholdes with the kill.
It's almost like batting practice today for the Redskins. Not that the Indians they do have a couple of termination blocks, but it's so difficult for the Indians to know where the ball is going to go. Maurer distributes it. That time Holscher slid over like she was going to do the slide, and they went to Scholdes instead. And sometimes you just can't even get a person up to get hands up on those things.
Maurer, Holscher again.
Again, the defense, Dave, late getting up. Couldn't get there quick enough, and it's like warm-up practice when everyone's pounding the ball before the game. We all look good because there's no defense, and right now Fort Loramie's doing that same style, if you will, during the match, how they move the ball around. Tough to defend.
Jaden Putoff continues to serve for the Redskins. Brock with the dig, trying to chase it down. Recker free balls it across. Maurer, this time to Scholdes with the dink, and it falls.
Scholdes, her 3rd kill of set 3. 3 prior coming into that, so give number 2 her 6th kill of the afternoon.
Winner of this game will play Thursday. The winner of this match will play Thursday, Halloween night, the 31st, at Northmont, the 6 o'clock game. They'll play the Worthington 2 district. Holscher is a strong hit back on the Fort Loramie side. It'll go over to Scholdes off the touch, a kill, just following up on that. They play the Worthington 2 district. That where in the past it would have been the Van Wert district when all the MAC teams were there. Now they play the Worthington 2 district. Those 2 teams are playing this afternoon at 4. It's Fairfield Christian Academy out of Lancaster or Plain City Shekinah Christian. It's a number 4 versus the number 6 seed. There's actually 2 different Worthington districts. The other one stays, I believe, in one of the southeast ones. There's another kill by Holscher. So some new competition going into that Southwest district that for a number of years, it's been in Northmont the last few years. Before that was at Tip City, I believe.
I would still like Fort Loramie's chances right now in that.
Definitely the favored one. They're definitely the highest ranked team.
Yep. Still have to play the game, but today playing very strong and definitely have the advantage.
Scholdes with the hit, dug by Jordan. In Wally close. Mauer's able to get it across, but I believe she was in the net.
Her follow through on her, I believe her left hand on the follow through caught the tape for the hitting error.
The other games that will be at the Northmont District will be the next game we're going to cover will be the winner of Russia and Franklin Monroe, and the third one will be the winner of Fairlawn and Miami Valley Christian Academy. They're the number 1 seed out of that district, and then another kill by Holscher. Fairlawn with a big upset of Lehman Catholic on earlier this week.
Yeah, beat Lehman, and they had a nice season, only 5 losses, and we saw them play Marion Local. I think you and I did that game early in the season, lost to them in 4, and were competitive, and I think, yes, call that one an upset. I don't think Lehman expected to lose that game or that match.
There's a ace by Holscher.
Lehman had a strong tradition, too, as well as making it to the regionals.
Yeah, we talked about how many times Fort Laramie's been 11 times. I believe under Greg Snipes a few years ago, they had been 20 straight years. Of course, that includes, I believe, 3 state titles in 2000, 05, and 10. Holscher with another ace.
Yeah, this was his first year out. Carolyn Downmeyer taking over. She went from Delphi St. John's to Lehman Catholic. Friends with Greg Snipes, but her first season there had a good record. Tough loss, and just could not finish off the Fairlawn Jets.
They were up by 6 late in that game, and Fairlawn came back a young team. It's a talented Fairlawn team, and there's Holscher from the back row. And I was going to mention, they had a lot of back row hits. It seems like in the last couple years, that has really changed. There's been much more hits from the back row. Maybe it started with Paige Jones was dominant there. You see Hannah Burns from St. Henry's very good at that. A lot of good players that way. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
We're in the third set. Fort Laramie won the first 2 sets. They're on a roll here in the third set, 18-4 in our First National Bank scoreboard. Just continuing what we mentioned there, going into the break, the back row. There's been a lot more back row attacking that we've seen across the area, and it's been more effective. Is that what you've seen, Jeff, as well?
I agree. I mean, good teams do not free ball it over the bump anymore. Even if the pass is the first touch is off and setter runs it down, they can flip it up above their head, and somebody in the back row will jump and swing and basically attack it aggressively. It's sort of like there are very few free balls anymore where you have a chance to take a breath if you're the defense, because the teams around this area, Fort Laramie included in that, attack well, and that's what force is going to beat finesse more times than not, and you can't give other teams a free ball, let them get into their offense easily.
Side out to the Indians. Rassman with the kill, Alyssa Rassman.
Again, mixing it up there. Defense not even ready for it. A short, quick one. Rassman, number 15, her first kill of game 3, 4 on the afternoon for her.
Grace Rose into the front row for Fort Laramie, the junior outside hitter, is the setter, junior Maya Maurer, serving with a 19-5 lead. Not able to handle it there for the Indians.
You mentioned Fort Laramie, the good season they're having now. They have, 2 seniors on the team, Rassman, Myron, and Ratterman, 3. But 3 seniors on their squad, right? That they, when the season is over, will lose. A lot of underclassmen playing big minutes here, big points, if you will, for the Redskins already this year.
So Imwally is our Maurer with an ace. Also, Macy Imwally is senior as well, so
yes,
4
seniors.
The
libero, gotcha, 4.
So Myring, Ratterman, Imwally, Myring, Ratterman, and also Rassman, 4 seniors. They graduated 8 last year. A very veteran squad. They had some injuries last year, 14 and 13 last year. Still made it to regionals before they were knocked out by New Bremen, who ended up being state runners-up. Scholas with a hit. Jordan flips it over. There's Imwally. Nice hit, Rassman. She elevates and puts it down.
Boy, arched her back and really snapped through it again. perfect timing as Maurer able to put it right in the wheelhouse. So, the seniors quickly, all 4 of them are contributing now and playing big time points, but some underclassmen also, the setter's a junior, their leading hitter's a junior, so doing it with a good mix right now.
Country Day not able to handle that. Also checking in lineup number 8, Ella Ratterman. Just checked in before that last serve as Fort Loramie just 2 points away from victory and advancing to regional for the 12th straight year. 23-5 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Hope you're enjoying this Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. This has been all Fort Loramie, the number 5 ranked team, number 1 seeded team here in this district. So there's a hit by Scholtes. I believe they called a inadvertent whistle, or no, that's a point. They gave a point.
Scholtes for their 5th kill, I believe. Maybe somebody was in the net. It was a late whistle. Could have been a double hit on the attack.
There's Maurer serving match point. Across, not able to make it across though. Fort Loramie Redskins win their 11th match in a row and they win the district final as they win in 3 straight sets over Country Day. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back, Fort Loramie, the 3-set winners here in the district final over Country Day as they're giving their medal presentation. All the players will get in, and then there'll be a team trophy. There's Coach Rogers and all the players with some of the extra players here. Fort Loramie 24-2 now. They've won 11 matches in a row, 27 sets in a row is Marissa Myring. Alyssa Rassman, looks like they're going to start seniors, juniors, and so on. Taylor Ratterman, number 32. Macy Imwally, Ribeiro, did a nice job in the back row today. They will advance to the regional semifinals on Thursday the 31st. Kenzie Holscher dominant at the front row. Maya Maurer, very good setting day as usual for the junior setter. Jaden Putoff, nice serving sequence there towards the end. Grace Rose, junior. Ava Scholtes next as we move on to the sophomores. Jada Dries, strong hits in the front row, primarily hitting from the right side. Riley Heitkamp. Quinn Scholtes, number 21, a couple sophomores on the roster. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of them as the years go on. Ava Grudich came in to serve in all 3 sets. 17, Hannah Ratterman. So Ella Ratterman. Head coach John Rogers, his 13th year, the last 12 years his team has gone to regionals. So they'll bring up the captains here as they'll get the team trophy, and there'll be a presentation from the Troy Athletic Director, Dave Palmer. Gathers all the team around and looks over to their fans, the opposite side of where we're at.
Ladies, you came here today with a record of 23-2, very impressive. You've been here many times before.
Pick up what
I'm sure
Mr. Palmer's saying.
Your parents, your fans, your school, and the community of Fort Loramie are very proud of your efforts. You still continue to play, so there's still a lot of volleyball left in you, I hope. And so on behalf of the Southwest District, I'd like to congratulate you on your Division 4 Volleyball District Championship. Congratulations. And best of luck at regionals and Oregon. Congratulations.
There you have it, the district champions, the Fort Loramie Redskins, as they win in 3 straight sets. As they look over to their fans, they win in 3 straight sets, 25-9, 25-10, and 25-5. Jeff, let's take a look at some of the numbers.
Well, pretty dominating fashions. We'll pop up the kills, aces, and blocks, and Fort Loramie dominates it with a 39-7 thumping there in the kill category. 17 service aces compared to 1. Only had 1 termination block compared to 3 for CCD, but really not a lot of attacking done by CCD for the most part. But Fort Loramie comes in and dominates, and only committed 13 errors in those 3 sets. So I've talked numerous times about playing clean and under control and discipline. Did that. Didn't have not a lot of sloppy play for the Redskins, and they got into their offense quickly. They wanted to play a good tempo, and it all starts with the first touch. And a lot of that today, came from their defensive back row, and in particular their libero. And that's all about getting it into a system and letting the offense go to work.
Let's talk about our libero there. Our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco, the number 33, Macy Imwally.
She was key tonight. Had a lot of those touches. The first touch, get the ball to Maurer, and then she could do what she wanted with it, with setting numerous hitters, attackers. But give credit to Macy Imwally. She did a super job. Also served 5 aces. Was part of that barrage of offense as well. But sometimes goes unnoticed. But this today really, helped her team get an offense. And when things are clicking, you look a lot cleaner, and you don't have the out of system play, which can be kind of sloppy. Fort Loramie came in and got it done quickly.
So congratulations to Macy Imwally for our NKTelco player of the game. Country Day Indians end their season at 15-7. We congratulate them on their season. Fort Loramie Redskins go to 24-2. They'll play Thursday, the 31st, at the Northmont Regional. Good luck to the Redskins. I'd like to thank our director, Scott Robinson, assisted by Taylor Wisman. On camera today, Mark Fissel and Bryce Hammer. My partner, Jeff Henson. I'm Dave Konecki. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.